Hello friends, welcome back to another session of DBMS. Today I'm going to talk about for update. So what is for update? For update is a clause in SQL. So it is used with the select statement to lock the selected rows for updates with the transaction. So it is used in concurrent transaction management to prevent lost updates and also to maintain consistency. The lock is held until the transaction is committed or rolled back. So if you just see here, so this is my PLSQL code. This is the declare section. So inside the declare section, so you can see that I have written a cursor. So this is the cursor. So the cursor, the name of the cursor is Sailor cursor. And then we are writing a SQL statement here. So this is with the, for update is with the select command. So we are selecting the SID rating from sailors where age is greater than 30. So we are selecting some set of rows. So we are selecting some set of rows. So say for example, there are 3 rows selected whose sailor's age is greater than 30. So now what we are doing is we are writing a for update clause over here. So what does this for update clause do is it will actually lock the selected rows. So it will lock all these 3 rows for updates. So say for example, the first row sailor's age is 34. So if there is another transaction T2, so say this is transaction T1, right? So this set of rows are in transaction T1. So say for example, there is another transaction T2, which is trying to update this particular age of this sailor to be 29. So that won't be possible. So we are actually locking the rows for update. So that is the purpose of for update. So for update, we'll lock all the rows that have been retrieved from this select command and will not allow any other transactions to access these rows. So it will impose a lock over these particular rows. So these are the two variables that are required because I want to project SID and rating. So these are the two variables, and whatever data type SID has in the sailors table, that data type v underscore SID will have with this particular command, which is sailors.sid percentage type. So it will automatically match the type of the data type that is there in sailors table for SID. The same data type will be assigned to v underscore SID. The same thing will happen to v underscore rating. So this is the declare section. Now coming to the begin section. So inside the begin section, the cursor is open. So we are saying open sailor cursor. And then the loop has started over here. So this is the loop. So inside the loop, we are fetching the whatever rows the cursor is pointing, one after the other, we are fetching it into v underscore SID and v underscore rating. So the first row's data is fetched into v underscore SID and v underscore rating. And then we are trying to exit if the cursor is not found. So which means that there are no rows. Then after fetching each and every row, we are updating the sailors table. For the same row, we are actually increasing the rating by 1. So we are also printing the data along with fetching the data. So we are updating the ratings of the sailors and we are showing that whose sailors ratings have been updated in this particular DBMS statement. So this loop will end when once there are no rows left. And then after coming out of the loop inside the begin statement itself, we need to close the cursor. So we are saying close sailor cursor. And then finally, we are doing a commit operation here, which will actually write all the modifications that we have done here into the disk. So from the RAM, so whatever data that has been there in the RAM, so all the data will now go into the disk, so which is nothing but the permanent write-up. So permanent write will be happening on the disk and that will persist later. So that is what is called as durability. So after commit, whatever changes that you have made to the database will persist, will stay forever. So finally, once we have finished, so after commit, what will happen is the lock is removed. So the lock is released from the set of rows that have been selected from this particular statement that we have given. And then the lock can be taken by the other transactions. So this is the end of your PLSQL. So before showing you the execution, let me show you what and all is there in the table. So select star from the sailors. So let me show you what is there in the table. So these are all the tuples that are there in the sailors table. So you can see that the age of Dustin is 45. So Dustin's rating will increment, and also Brutus' age is also 33, so his rating also will increment. So on. But Andy's rating will not increment because his age is 25 years only. So I'll show you the execution of the PLSQL and then we'll check the ratings once again whether they have been updated or not. So this is the PLSQL. So PLSQL procedure successfully completed. Now we will try to see whether the updations have been made or not. So you can see that Dustin's rating has been changed to 8 to 9 and Brutus rating from 2 to 3 and so on. So you can also observe that Andy's rating has not been changed because his age is below 30 years. So this is all about update clause, my friends. I hope this video is helpful to you. Thank you for watching.